I just felt free. Update 1. The fallout started almost immediately. As soon as I drove away from my parents' house, my phone began buzzing nonstop. By the time I got home, I had over a dozen missed calls, texts, and voicemails. Each one was a different family member, each with their own opinion about what I'd done. First, there was my dad's voicemail, tearful and dramatic as usual. His voice wavered, asking me how I could just walk out on my family like that. He talked about how much effort he put into making Thanksgiving special for everyone and how it was heartbreaking to see me leave. Every word was loaded, meant to make me feel guilty, and I could almost see him sitting there dabbing at his eyes with a tissue for effect. Then came the text from my sister. She'd always had a short fuse, so her messages were angrier, calling me selfish and immature for causing a scene. According to her, I'd acted like I was too good for the family, and she was quick to remind me that real family doesn't just walk out. I scrolled through her texts, one after the other, all variations on the same theme. She clearly didn't want to hear my side of the story. Just wanted to make sure I knew how wrong I was. The calls from my mom came next. One missed call after another. Finally, she left a long text. It was half apology, half guilt trip. She said she was sorry if things got a little out of hand, but reminded me that family holidays can be stressful. And sometimes people say things they don't mean. She ended with a plea to keep the peace and told me that family is all we have in the end. I wasn't sure what to make of her message. It felt like she was on the verge of taking my side, but then she'd pull back, falling back into the family unity line. As I tried to process all the messages, my Uncle Larry chimed in with a text of his own. He went on about how Thanksgiving is a time for family and how I had ruined it for everyone by leaving. He made sure to add that my father was devastated and that I should call to apologize. Uncle Larry was always like this. Quick to jump in, even when it wasn't his place. Then there was my brother, Jack. Strangely enough, he didn't say anything. No text. No call. Nothing. It was a rare moment of silence from him. And in a way, it was almost worse than the barrage of messages from everyone else. Jack had always been the king of passive aggressiveness. And this felt like his own way of punishing me by giving me the silent treatment. I knew I couldn't take it all at once. So I decided to take a step back. I blocked my dad's number temporarily, as well as my sister's, just to get a little peace. The constant messages were exhausting, and I needed a break from the guilt tripping. I left a few contacts open, like my mom and my cousin, who'd been supportive during Thanksgiving. I didn't want to block everyone entirely, just enough to breathe. The next day, my friends came over. I told them what happened, and they were there to lend a hand, surprised but proud that I'd finally set boundaries. They knew how difficult my family could be and were happy to see me putting myself first for a change. We spent the day talking, laughing, and distracting me from the chaos of it all. And for a few hours, I could forget about the family drama. In the evening, though, my mom texted again. This time, it was different, shorter, more blunt. She called me dramatic for blocking family members and warned me that I'd regret burning bridges. It was clear her apology from the